Welcome to the Redirect Podcast. My name is Abigail Freshley.
And I'm Emily Rojas. The Redirect Podcast is a show where we shift the conversation back to books. We discuss themes from some of our favorite books and least favorite books and how those themes relate to our real lived experiences.
On today's episode, we're rolling out our 2024 Bookish gift guide and catching up on some things we've read recently.
But before we do that, we would just humbly ask that you support the show in a few simple ways if you love it. So first, you can go to Apple Podcasts or anywhere else that you can leave a 5-star review and smash 5 stars. Let us know that you love the show.
You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Redirect Podcast. And if you really, really love the show, the ultimate gift.
Yeah. What better
sharing it? Sharing it with a friend. Sharing our show with a friend is by far the best way to help us grow our community of book-loving nerds. And look, New Year's resolutions are coming up. New Year's resis. People are going to be trying to read more. We are here to help do that in a joyful way that sparks joy in people's lives, which we all need and doesn't feel like a chore. Reading should not feel like a chore.
Reading should not feel like a chore. That's what we're here for.
Unless
That's what
you're
we
like
stand for.
College and then it's a chore.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So true. Literally.
Anyways,
we're here to give you the download, the skinny, the deep dive into what you need to get for your reading obsessed friend, mom, older sister, brother, cousin, person you got at Secret Santa at work. We're here.
Secret Santa draw. Are you in a Secret Santa this year?
No, not yet. Last year my work did one, but haven't heard anything about that this year. So I don't know if they're doing something different, but it is a little early. As we're recording this, it's still pre-Thanksgiving. So
yeah,
I'll probably do some dirty Santas with some extended family, but no Secret Santas. How about you?
Dirty Santa is fun to do with like a close group, like a close group of friends or family.
Yeah.
It's not fun to do with like coworkers or something because it's like, okay, then
people get shafted.
Yeah, like a bad gift.
At my last job, they would do an ornament Dirty Santa, which was actually really fun because it's like there's really no bad. Yeah, but people bring fun ornaments, and so that's a good way to do it too.
That's a lot better. I like that. I like that version.
Yeah.
I am in a Secret Santa with my book club.
Oh, fun. Fun. Do you have your person?
We had like a $35 limit.
Mm-hmm.
And actually it's so cute. Okay. So our last meeting of the year is on December 8th.
Mm-hmm.
And last year we did a cookie swap.
Oh, cute.
Everyone brings cookies. You bring your own little box and then you take a couple of everyone's cookies.
Oh, fun.
And then this year we're still doing that, but we're also doing a Secret Santa.
That's really cute.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
And as you're hearing this, I think we'll still probably have our book swap open. So I'm going to be reposting some more about that. But I encourage you to go ahead and join that because it's kind of like a Secret Santa. You'll be matched with someone and you can send each other a book based on your reading preferences. So
yeah, give a book, get a book.
Go to our Instagram at Redirect Podcast, or I'll put the link too in our show notes for this episode so you can join.
Yeah, amazing.
And here's some ideas for you.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to kick it off or should I?
Sure, I'll kick it off first.
Okay.
So this was my best idea, I think. I love like
start
high. I love like a theme gift, like where you can do a couple things and around a theme. So I thought this is for your fired up friend or someone who's really passionate about, access to literature. So I thought you should go on Etsy. There's a lot of options. A banned book tote bag, very affordable. And that can be their library bag. There's some that say like, I'm with the band. There was some cute band. I read banned books. And then you could fill it up with a couple banned books or challenged books. So I picked out a few that I really like. These are my favorites. A Lesson Before Dying by Ernest Gaines. I've talked about that before. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. We have like a whole episode or two devoted to this. But that's an excellent book. Although it is for younger children, I think it's also for the inner child in all of us. Persepolis, that's a graphic novel that both of us have talked about reading. That is really, really good. And then The Glass Castle. Those are mine. Those are top banned and challenged books that are constantly banned and challenged. And the great thing about a lot of banned books is they're older. And so you could probably get them on thrift books for a reasonable price. Obviously, there are a lot of newer books that are also being banned and challenged, but there's some that have like a long, they make it to the top list because they have a long history of being freaking out people for no reason. So I think now's a great time to support these kind of books as well for no reason, of course. And totally I think random. This is a good theme. Or you could do like, if you don't want to do the tote, you could do like a bookmark or a little sticker for their Kindle, something like that. But give it like a whole thematic banned books theme. And yeah.
I love that idea. I would add The Giver, and I would also add like a bunch of different queer romances.
Yes.
Because those are all about to come under fire.
Yes.
So... and they're so good, and it would make me so sad if those actually became really hard to get, because there's so much good romance content out there that features queer characters. But
exactly. Do you think it would be...
We've talked about a lot of them on this podcast.
Yes, we did a whole episode on banned books. Also, we just generally talk about a lot of books that people probably think are problematic.
We talk about like a lot of gay books.
Yeah,
and fan fictions.
Yes. Don't get me started.
I've had enough. Other thing. Yeah.
I think we should be able to, if someone wants to ban a book, like we should also get to ban a book.
Oh, we get one back?
Yeah, or you get one back, or like there should be some kind of reciprocity. Like if you're going to take away Heartstopper, we should get to take away something really stupid that no one actually likes to read. You know what I mean? I need to workshop this a little more to think of which books I would ban. Or you get to bring one book back for every book that gets banned.
They get to take away Heartstopper. But we get to take away any like made for TV movie starring Candace Cameron Bure.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yes, like everything you want to take out of culture, we also get to take something out of culture. Like, you take away...
The universe requires balance.
You take away some Toni Morrison. We take away some, like, male podcasts. They get just axed.
How about this? You take away some Toni Morrison. We take away some John Piper.
Oh.
Wouldn't that feel so good?
Yeah, like not even just like banned, but you can't exist anymore. You have to stop making content.
You don't get to talk publicly ever again.
Okay, so
and that's fair.
That would be a great gift to me if we could have a better system to make sure that there's balance, in the universe. So,
okay, that's a great proposal.
That was chaotic, but yeah, give us a gift.
Call your Congress member. Tell them that if they're going. That we want to ban back.
Derailed. Yeah. So anyways, go listen to our episode on banned books. That can be your gift to us. And then go buy some of the banned books. We go into a lot more detail about several of the ones I just mentioned on that episode. So you can get some more ideas based on like the person you're giving it to. I think you can know what they're most interested in or what kind of books they like to read. I try to give a few options. There's a childhood book, there's a graphic novel, there's a more literary book, and then there's a memoir of the 4 I mentioned. So that should give you plenty of diverse picks based on the person's interests.
Hey, great idea. Great
Thank
gift
you.
idea.
What's your first gift idea?
Okay. This is a book that I kind of forgot to mention on this podcast, but it would make an amazing gift because I read it during a time where I read a bunch of other good stuff. So this book is Be Ready When the Luck Happens by Ina Gardner. Did I talk about it on the podcast?
No.
Okay, I didn't. Okay, this is a memoir by the Barefoot Contessa. This is perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Ina Garden. And I know that's her name. I just said Ina Gardner, but her name is Ina Garden.
Yeah, but it's like Garden. I was going along with you, so I did not question it at all. Yeah.
Ina Garden. Because you know why I wrote that? Why? Because it's good for the gardener in your life. That's what I was thinking. Okay. It's great for the home cook, the gardener, the person who brings coastal grandmother vibes, the person who is into making like rustic, delicious meals in their kitchen in like a non-trad wife way, because trad wives won't like this.
No,
because this book is also about Ina Garden's kind of coming of age in the 50s and 60s as a young woman, and then like navigating her marriage to the beloved Jeffrey in in like kind of forging a path for them in their marriage that like was different than a lot of the other marriages that were modeled at that time. She was child free by choice in a time where that was like very, very, very uncommon. And yet she also made a career out of like classically feminine domestic endeavors, like cooking and gardening and hosting and catering and like, you know, so it's just, it's really interesting. And I listened to her audiobook. It's available with Spotify Premium. And she narrates it, which is really nice. She's a very soothing, calming voice. And it was so interesting. I learned so much. Their marriage is goals. Her life is so cozy. And I just feel like this is a great gift. Like, it's not too long and everybody loves her.
Yeah.
Also, one thing that you would not guess about her is that she started her career in the federal government, working in the White House Office of Management and Budget.
I would never have guessed that.
Right?
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah. So she just has a really interesting life, and I love her, and I love this book, and it would be a great gift.
I think we talked about this on our last year's gift guide episode. Memoirs make great books, gifts, for sure. So I think this is a great one. I'm sure I need to read it. And
I think you'd really like it.
But yeah, like if there's someone the person admires, I think a memoir makes an excellent gift. And she's amazing. And I love Ina Garten. One of my favorite recipes I've ever gotten from anyone else of all time is one of her recipes. So I'm a big fan.
Oh my God. And yeah, she talks a lot about like, you know, she has no classic culinary training. She's a totally self-taught cook. And her kind of like thing in life was just like, okay, like the luck will come, but you got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
And she talks a lot about her relationship in the context of her success, and it's just really lovely.
That sounds really nice.
A lot of people like it would have been a great gift for me.
Yeah.
But like basically this is reflective of something I think would be a good gift for me, but like there's a lot of other people that share my hobbies, and I think they would be into this. Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
All right, what's next for you?
Okay, this is for your fan fiction obsessed friend. Not naming any names. But obviously I recently read Bride by Ali Hazelwood, and it screams fan fiction, for a lot of reasons. But I think even if someone's not into like the Omegaverse, which I know really next to nothing about, they would still like this.
You know more than you used to know.
I know more than I used to know, but still not any more than I want to know. But I still think if you like reading fan fiction, you would like pretty much all of Ali Hazelwood's. Obviously, that's where she got her start. A lot of her books were originally rooted in the fan fiction world. So I think if you like fan fiction, like Ali Hazelwood. Also, you can pre-order The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Brigitte Knightley, she is the author of Draco Malfoy and the Mortifying Ordeal of Being in Love. It's now available for pre-order. So this is a great one if you know a Hermione fanfic lover in your life. You could, get a pre-order, give them the receipt and be like, here you go. It's coming in July. So that's always an option. And this is that. I think this one's a new story, but it's going to be by the same author. And that's genuinely one of the greatest things I've ever read. One of the greatest romance stories I've ever read was Draco Malfoy. And don't make me say that again. And then it's not available yet to pre-order, but Alchemize is coming out next year. So I'm just manifesting that maybe by Christmas there'll be a pre-order link. I was just looking up some updates. And she's still working on some edits. She said the first draft, or like one of the first drafts, was longer than Manacled. Sorry, that is the same author as Manacled, and it's the same story, but being retooled to not be a fan fiction. So she said she's having to like cut down significantly.
Longer. Okay, girl.
So she's working on those edits, but maybe one day soon we will get a pre-order. So yeah, I think fan fiction has always had a place in the real publishing world. A lot of authors have always gotten their start in fan fiction, but I feel like it's having a real moment right now, for better or for worse. And this is the reminder to please, like, do not ever spend money on fan fiction. Don't buy your friend bound copies of fan fiction, but this is a way to feed the beast without doing something ethically wrong. and legally
Yes.
wrong. Not just
You're supporting
morally.
the kind of stories that are told on fan fiction or on like AO3 or
Yeah.
through fan fiction that originated there, and in so doing are encouraging publishers to go there for more stories.
Yeah,
maybe.
and giving opportunities to people who might not have otherwise had a way into being traditionally published. And interestingly, the book I'm going to talk about later that I've read recently was also originally a fan fiction, I found out. So I feel like it happens more than you think, more than like the obvious ones, because this one I did not anticipate that it was originally a fan fiction. So that's always something to look into if someone's really into it, you know, the fanfic world, or just like talk to them about their interests. Also, I just like always love stuff. So if you have a friend like me who loves stuff, get them like a t-shirt or a little sticker or a, you know, cute little trinket that they can use to display their fandom love. So that's always an option as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Cute.
Next.
Okay, for me, my next one, I'm going to say for your goal-oriented, organized, resolution-setting friend who's obsessed with their planner, I'm going to get them The Bullet Journal Method by Ryder Carroll. I got really into bullet journaling this year. I successfully did it all the way through the end of this year. I just made my last spreads for December.
Wow.
And it is, I think that's the only planner I've ever had post-college, because in college you really have to stay on your planner more.
Yeah.
But post-college, it's the only planner I've ever had that I did all year long.
Wow.
And I was able to do some really creative stuff and do extra sorts of things. So I was making it myself. It was also a really great creative outlet. Sometimes I put more energy and effort into the creative side of it.
Yeah.
Or you don't have to do it all. All you need is a bulleted journal and a pen.
Yeah.
To do this. But the bullet journal method is a really great way of organizing thoughts and tracking what you've done, organizing what you're doing, and planning for the future. And it's a genius method. There's this book that was written by the inventor of the bullet journal method, but there's also a million YouTube videos and TikToks and things about it. But for your friend who might be into that, this is a short book. And it's really helpful, and I want more people to be into bullet journaling. So
I love that. And I feel like you could do another theme with this. You could get them this book, get them a bullet journal, and some pens or cute little things.
Pens, stickers,
if
washi
you wanted
tape.
to expand on it. Yeah.
In my bullet journal, I bought 3 little rolls of washi tape that I've used throughout the whole year. I still have plenty left. And also but then also I had other stuff different pieces of cool cardstock or themed stickers or whatever, and all of that is totally superfluous. I had got some stamps or something like that.
Yeah.
None of that is necessary.
Yeah.
But it makes it more fun.
Yeah, it can be fun for a nice little package gift. Love that.
Very
that
cute.
sounds fun. You make me want to get into bullet journaling.
Yeah.
Okay. So my last one is for the Bridgerton fan who needs to be brought into the modern era in terms of how women are being treated. And this is in terms of the books, because what the hell? I had to read that. Don't think anyone else should. I understand that's a genre and people like it. People like a woman being thrown around a little. I don't. So I recommend the Mischief and Matchmaking series by Emma Albin. I've talked about these a million times, but there's 2 books. They're both set in the Bridgerton era. I don't know what that's called. Regency
era.
The Regency era, but they're queer romances, speaking of banned books, and it's just more nice. Everyone's nice. It's probably a fake world because everyone's too nice and too supportive, but it's what you need in this time, is to see people be happy and fall in love. And if that's what they want some Regency, they want some love, they want some banter, they want some enemies to lovers, they want some found family, they want a supportive friends and family environment. You should read both of these, and you could buy them both. Same kind of thing. You can make it a cute little thing. Because they're both out now. So you would get 2 little books and give it to your friend who loves the Regency era but needs to move on, from grasping someone so hard they get bruised out of anger.
I am here to
I'm
say,
just not here for that.
I still love the Bridgerton books, and you can read them.
That's okay. Yeah, you can read them if you want. It's just like if that's not what they want anymore.
Right.
You know? Right. Or they've read that, they liked it. Here's the next step, you know?
Yeah,
how about
equality?
Which I get it. It's not like that's not realistic in the era. I understand.
Equality is not really trending right now.
Yeah. So might want to read about it. Escape. Anyways, yeah, these are really cute books. And I think like Emma Albin is not a big name author. I hope she becomes more successful, but I feel like it's always good to support people who are, she's only released 2 books so far. And so she's early in the career. Yeah. More independent. Up and coming. So
cute.
Get in, get the books, get out. The end.
Amazing. Okay, I have one last category plus a small bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, next category is for the person who is trying to aggressively protect their peace. This is for the person who spent 4 years from 2016 to 2020 burning themselves out, working really hard, and now is like, I need a different approach. I need to care for myself. 2024 is about caring for my heart and soul and protecting my peace to the best of my ability. Here are 4 books I think could be included in your library. This is for that person. So you can give them Breeding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. This is a 5-star book for me this year. I talked about this on a previous episode. This book is really great for like helping you connect with nature and thinking about like the role that you play in the greater, like just in the whole world and like the role that you play in nature. The Wellness Trap by Christy Harrison. This is to remind people that you don't have to go on a diet and that ultimately it is just capitalism, and doing all these different specific things people tell you to do is just a way to help people make money, and that you can think about this in a way healthier way. It's a trap. 3, My Grandmother's Hands by Resma Menachem is a book about how to heal trauma in your body collectively and as an individual, and about the way that trauma lives inside of our bodies. And 4 is Rest is Resistance by Trisha Hersey. This is about exactly what it says. Rest being a form of resistance to a world that is constantly trying to push you down, and it's okay to take rest, and it's okay to feel joy, and doing so is an extreme act of bravery.
I love all of those.
Starter pack for people who are protecting their peace.
Yeah. And then you throw in a lavender candle or, some bath salts, whatever. Yeah. Throw in some relaxation in there.
And so last category, bonus category, and you're welcome to add to this too. This is for the reader who doesn't need any more recommendations. Their TBR is long. They have tons of physical books on their bookshelf. They don't need any more. They know what they like. They read all the time. You can get this person Kindle accessories, like a sticker, pop socket, a new case, or like one of those cool pillows that you like fold in half, and then like they set it on there, and so they can read while laying down. Audible credits.
Excellent.
Thrift Books gift card. Hey,
another great one.
$25 on Thrift Books. Do you know how far that can get you?
That can go really far.
Really far.
Yeah.
Stickers, cute bookmarks. I recently got a gift from a friend that was like this little metal, like bookmark with a little charm in the end. And on the bookmark is a picture of Jesus, and he's peeking out on top of the page, and it says, "Is that smut?"
Oh my gosh, I saw that, I think on Etsy or something, and I almost sent it to you because I was like, this is so funny. So
it was really funny.
Yeah.
Great gift. And also Goals, that cool book stamp thing that's like from the library.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Goals. And then my last idea was a membership at a local bookstore. So like my local indie bookstore, if you pay like $20 a year or something like that, you are a member and you get like early access to certain releases, and then you also get like 20% off every purchase.
Oh wow.
It's a way to build loyalty. Like big chain bookstores have that as well. Like I'm pretty sure Barnes and Noble has that too.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I love that. I last Christmas in Dirty Santa got a 6-month Audible gift card or a subscription, and that is a great gift because it is for 6 months, but it's really like you just get the credits, you know, you don't have to use them, so they stack up. So throughout the year, I think I still have one left, because between that and I use Spotify, and I don't primarily listen to audiobooks. Yeah, but between all of them, I've definitely put them to good use when there's like a newer book I really want to read, but not necessarily pay for. So I think that's
I have to wait on for like weeks and weeks.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah.
So I would say like that's for the person that they know what they love.
Yeah.
You want to support their addiction.
Or maybe you're not sure what they would want to read. So that's a safer bet. I really want one of those books.
Or you don't know what they've already read because they read so much.
Yeah.
So
yes.
But really don't sleep on the Thrift Books gift card.
Yeah, that's a great gift.
It really is. It goes so far.
And a little, like you said, it's like a little investment goes a long way because like just a few dollars can get you, especially they always do deals and then they'll throw in discounts if you add more. So a little can go a long way.
Rewards.
Yeah.
And then also like better for the environment.
Yeah.
And you are not serving capitalism as much. It feels good.
Yeah, it does feel better. You're thrifting. So, and they do also have some new books on there as well. So, yeah, it's great. Love it.
Amazing. Great.
Okay. Segue. I saw Wicked last night.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing it on Monday.
Okay. Do you want me to not say anything?
I unfortunately don't want you to say anything.
That's okay.
The reason for that is that I just want to go into it with a pure heart.
I get it.
And I just am really afraid of being swayed because the people who've told me so far all say they really love it.
Uh-huh.
And I want to, if I'm going to love it, I want to genuinely love it and not feel like
totally
I need to love it.
Yeah.
But I'm sensing that you loved it.
Well, I wouldn't say either way.
Yeah, well, I can see that.
Anyways, I just wanted you guys to know that I did see it last night and it was a good experience. That's all.
Good. I'm glad to hear it wasn't a flop.
No, not a flop. And you know what's so funny though? This is not related to the content of Wicked, but Eric went with me and he did not know.
How was it seeing it with a man?
You know, not ideal. But he did not know that it was related to The Wizard of Oz. Number one. God. He didn't know it was a musical. Number two.
Oh my God.
And he's also never seen or read The Wizard of Oz. Like he was like, okay. He's like, wait, so The Wicked Witch? Like, what's that? He liked it though. God. He liked it. But he had a good time. It was just like, oh, I would have at least explained to you the plot of The Wizard of Oz before. But I don't think it necessarily matters. But I will say also at the end, he fully guessed that, without any prompting that would become the and, in part 2, obviously, will become the I think those are the two he figured out, and he understood that the Wizard of Oz was her father. So I was like, okay, that makes me feel like it is easy enough to follow what's going to happen if someone has no
also Eric
concept.
Is smart, and good at guessing stuff.
He's very good at guessing plot twists, which makes me mad because I'm not. Like I'm just along for the ride.
Like me too.
I'm like, oh, what?
Like I'm just too like in the moment. But
yes,
I would say like Eric, he was like. He knows a lot about Marvel and like when like the Avengers movies were coming out, like you know all the theories about like Infinity War and Endgame and all that. So like he was just good at that kind of stuff and like understanding it. I remember at that time talking to him about it and just being like,
"What are you talking about?
You're smarter than me."
Yeah, I literally, if I had I would have never figured any of that out if I didn't already have the concept of having read the book, which neither of those things happens in the book, but then having seen the musical multiple times.
I was shook in the musical.
I was shocked. There was no like foreshadowing goes over my head, you know? Like people are like, "Oh, Fiyero, he said he's brainless multiple times." Like, yeah, like he's just a dumb little guy.
Duh.
Like, I didn't connect that. So I just thought that was really a funny experience watching with him. Emma wanted to go see it with me whenever that's an option. So I want to go see it again with the girls, you know.
Emma will get around to it and 4 to 5 business months.
Yeah. But I will say, if you are out there, you have to go see it in theaters. Whoever's listening to this, do not wait until it comes out. Like, you really need to go see it in the theater. It is worth it. So,
okay.
That's my impression.
I'm excited. Going on Monday.
Please keep us updated here on the pod and me.
It's Friday, by the way. So I'm going.
Yes. Sorry. By the time you're listening to this, she's already seen it.
Yeah, that's
true. Yeah. Okay. What have you read recently?
What have I read?
Sorry. Do you want me to go first?
No, I'm just trying to figure out where to start. Okay. A couple things here. So we'll just do a little extended time of this. One, I texted you about this. So this is not new to you, new to the listeners. I listened to Charm Offensive on audiobook. You are among a large group of people who have told me, like, oh my God, I love this book so much. Oh my God, this is the cutest book ever.
Yeah.
And I did not dislike it, but I'm here to say that I did not totally... I'm not tripping over myself about this book. Yeah. And at times I felt that it was annoying. But you texted and said, honestly, I don't agree, but I can see that because it gave One Last Stop vibes, which you and I disagree on.
Yeah.
In the sense that there wasn't a lot of like, I feel like it wasn't like plot driven tension.
Yeah.
It was just like miscommunication. You guys are just being angsty and annoying type tension.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you like that.
Yes.
And I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, I don't get as a person not saying what you feel.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I'm not that person. I don't keep things like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, if I'm mad, you'll know.
Yeah.
Right. So it drives me crazy when I'm reading a book and these people are just like, oh my God, I'm over interpreting what he thinks and mama. Like, just grow up.
Yeah.
But that being said, the ending was really cute.
Yeah.
I have long been a fan of Bachelor Nation. Well, more of like a hater, but like, a hate lover.
Yeah.
So that was fun, like reading about that. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I
Would you like to make a case for it?
No, because I agree with you. I actually, to me, found the more interesting part. Well, I found the two characters to be individually likable. I didn't love the ongoing miscommunication. What I found to be most enjoyable about this book was like, I really, really enjoyed, and in some ways, not in like a 1-to-1 ratio way, but I really related to Charlie a lot, a little bit. And I enjoyed his journey of like, I don't know, like I felt like I understood the miscommunication because I felt like I understand more Charlie. Like, I don't even know what I feel. And like, I have to figure it out first. And so like, what am I going to do? And I don't know. Like I understood that a little bit. Dev was a little crazy and I loved him too. And so Dave. I'm just rereading the summary to remember what I liked about it. And I like the ending. But I think, the miscommunication part I didn't love as much. What I liked more was like both of their individual journeys and then like coming together at the end. Like I enjoyed Dave's like struggle of like, I truly believe in this show. I believe in like love and I believe in romance and I've just had my heart broken and I also struggle with my mental health and how am I going to like bring all these things together and take care of myself. And then I enjoyed Charlie like trying to figure out his identity and who he is and what he even feels and like not necessarily knowing or understanding and having to do all that while being on camera, while being responsible for all these women. And I liked the behind the scenes, like Bachelor Nation adjacent parts of it. So I think the miscommunication part, I get why you didn't like that. And it's not super plot driven. It is more like their relationship kind of building up over time, and not as much like forward action, which I understand why you wouldn't like it as much. Because that's very One Last Stop. That's why I said that.
Yeah. I'll say like one thing I just found like the whole time I'm thinking, why did they let this man be on this show?
Yes. That is a big
So like,
reach.
if you haven't read it, basically one of the main characters, Charlie, he's he's like a former tech bro guy from like Silicon Valley who has like OCD and kind of like wild anxiety and just has a lot of challenges in life.
Yeah.
Like the lack of vetting that must have happened for this man to be able to be on the show, killing me.
Insane.
It was killing me. And one thing I did really appreciate about it was I feel like I learned a lot more about the asexual sex spectrum.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's why, again, it's so important to have books like this. Like, I felt like they had a conversation throughout the book about him trying to figure out where he is, and his sexuality, and maybe landing somewhere in the asexual spectrum. And it didn't feel like in a preachy way, or even in this is a disruption from the story. Because sometimes when a fictional book is trying to explain a concept, it doesn't have to be related to sexuality. It could be about anything. Yeah. Sometimes it feels like it's an aside where it's pause. Hey, let me explain this really quick. Yeah. But this felt really easy and tied to the plot of the book in a very natural way that just made it seem like not a big deal. And I really appreciated that. And that's why it's so important that books like this exist.
Yeah. I think Alison Cochrane is so good at that. We both really like her other books. That's a big point of hers is to incorporate mental health or disabilities into her queer romances, which is a lot. It can come across very preachy to have all those different things, but she balances it so well of this is just who this person is, and this is a part of the story.
It's so, it's so natural and normal that they would talk about it. Yeah. Okay. A couple other notes on recent reading. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know if we shared on Instagram, but I know I shared with you. There was the Amazon Originals little package of novellas that are holiday themed. I've read a few of them. I've read 3. Okay, they are not all created equal. Sure. So I will save. Maybe we can talk about all of them after you read them. Yeah. But there are a couple of standouts, so that's really fun. And I just wanted to also give a PSA. You don't have to have Kindle Unlimited to read these books. If you just have Amazon Prime, you should be able to read them.
Yes, you saved me because I was about to sign up for a month of Kindle Unlimited, and then you told me that. So I'm excited. Yeah. We're recording this before Thanksgiving, but I am planning on reading those over Thanksgiving. So yeah, I'm excited.
They're really fun and quick, and even the ones that aren't that good are really short. So whatever. Yeah. Also, this is really helping me reach my end of the year reading goals, because I'm counting these all as books because I am.
As you should. It'll bulk up the number for sure.
Yes. And my last note before I let you talk is my friend Nathan that I met in 2018 when I was walking the community of Santiago has written a book about the Camino and his memoir of that trip. Wow. And first of all, whenever the book comes out, we'll have him on the show to talk about the experience of writing.
For sure.
To his credit, and I told him this note, I was like, hey, didn't know you could write like that. I didn't know that was I didn't realize that, but it's really good. Yeah. And I'm not just saying that because I feature prominently, which I do, in a very honest way. I have to say, reading about me from the perspective of someone else, was at times humbling. But anyways, I read that and gave him some notes on it, and it was really good. And whenever it's ready for public consumption, we'll share more about it. But
yeah, I can't wait.
That was so interesting. And
that is crazy.
At times it almost felt like I was like, okay, I'm going to pick it up and read it again. And I was like, I don't know if I can right now. I'm scared.
Yeah. I always wonder, that's fascinating because that's one perspective, but I do always wonder of when people write memoirs about their family or really when they're really scathing, or telling people's secrets or airing dirty laundry, I wonder what that experience is like for everyone involved. I think that would be so hard to be a memoir writer and to write about people you really know in your real life, and to not have to be honest because you want to be honest, but release how they're gonna feel reading about themselves. That would be difficult. And then to read about yourself, that would be weird. So
dude, I mean, we'll talk about it more when the book comes out, but like one of the main storylines is that he had like a will they won't they kind of relationship with our friend who was on the Camino with us. And I mean, ultimately it didn't work out.
Sure.
And like he's so honest about it.
Crazy.
And like the ways that he messed up, he was so honest and transparent about his mental health.
Oh my gosh.
And like the things that were going on in his mind during the trip. And it just like, it was so much respect to him for being so honest about it.
That's amazing.
And like, look, this certainly was not a scathing review of me. Like I feature prominently throughout the book, and there was a couple moments where like when he describes first meeting me, he's like, "Wow, yeah, she's kind of a lot." And then I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, that sounds right." Like that's as like mean as it gets. That is
the impression I make.
But dude, like I can't imagine like reading, like if you were Tara Westover's dad,
right? And honestly, some people deserve it, but I just feel like, man, writing a book is such a way. If you are going to talk badly about someone, right? Or if someone has harmed you, that is the ultimate way to draw your boundaries in the sand, because it's just, it's such a commitment. So I appreciate the people who do, but I think that would be very hard. I don't think I can be honest in a positive
I've already asked
way.
him.
Yeah.
I've already asked him to come on the pod.
I can't wait to read it, and I can't wait for him to be. I would love to talk to him more about that experience.
And like, to be honest, I was out here on these streets, like,
it was a different time.
You know what I'm saying? This was pre me being married.
Yeah.
So, you know, that also comes through a lot.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that.
Yeah. It was a time. It was a different time.
It was a time.
Okay.
What have you been reading recently?
Okay, to bridge the gap, I read Conclave as you texted me.
OMG, OMG, OMG.
Okay.
OMG.
This book was so good. First of all,
it is drugs.
It's so good. Okay. For some reason, when you first described it, I told you this, but I thought it was really long. So then you texted me and you were like, it's actually super short. I read it in one day. I was like, oh, okay. So I was kind of putting off reading it for that reason. It's less than 300 pages. So
not a page is wasted.
Not a page is wasted. It throws you right in there. So the first page, the Pope is dead and he's got to be
wild.
Replaced. So you're like instantly sucked into the drama. Something else I loved about this book was like, every time you would feel like I've got the rhythm going, I know what's happening, I see where this is going, the rug would get pulled out from under you and something crazy would happen. Something crazy would happen. There'd be a twist and it would be like, okay, what's next? Then a whole new path would be taken. So yeah, because I knew there was a twist at the end. I've heard people talk about it, but I didn't realize how many little like other twists there were. There were crazy twists.
I hate to do this to the listeners because we're not going to say what the final twist is because you just have to read it.
You have to read it. You have to read it.
Hey, there is no possible way to see that twist coming.
I thought I knew. I was way wrong.
Hey,
way wrong.
Yeah. Hey, no. And like looking back, it is breadcrumbed.
Yeah, absolutely. But I thought it was breadcrumbing other things.
It's not. It doesn't piss me off in the way.
No, it's not out of nowhere.
Authors do. It's not unearned. It's not out of nowhere. But you are never going to guess the twist.
Never.
I promise you.
Yes. And there are also so many little things that happen in between. Also, I just want to say, this might have been men suck, but this might have been like genuinely one of the best portrayals of faith I've ever read. Lamelli.
Oh, my God. Like, oh my God, that's what I'm saying. Like, how is this less than 300 pages?
Like, the main character, Lamelli, or the person whose perspective we're in, he's
played by Ralph Fiennes in the movie.
Oh, of course. I can't wait to see the movie, first of all, because I could picture everything in my head. But he, like, both... I don't know. It's so rare to find a character who both has, like, such an earnest and real faith and also doubt. Like, it feels like it's easy to put someone who is, like, a fanatic or, you know, like, sold out and like crazy, fully believes everything, and then it's easy to show someone who's just like hypocritical and doesn't believe anything. But there's a part here where Lamelli says, like, all these years have I been worshiping the church and not worshiping God. There's like, he goes this whole sermon about how doubt is like critical to faith and how like if you're not doubting, you don't have real faith. I mean,
yes, uncertainty is the enemy of faith. Yes. Like, come on.
Like, there are so many things I wanted to underline. So I just really think, I'm not Catholic, obviously, but I think any person of faith, or who has had faith or experience with faith in their life, like, it was just such an honest portrayal of it, because you realize, like, and I think Lamelli realizes, like, oh, all these guys around me, one of them will be the Pope. They're all problematic in their own ways. They're all complicated. They're not perfect. And then they become the Pope. That doesn't take away all these other things about them. Like, the Pope inherently is a flawed person. Like, every, religious person you're looking up to is a complex person and has doubts for sure, and like isn't perfect, and like
they all have a story, they all have a history.
Yeah, and it's just
like
fascinating.
Some of them are bad people. Yeah, and some of them are
just complicated people, or have different opinions than you. Or I just thought it was really good. I don't know how Catholics would feel about it. I can understand how people might find it to be like sacrilegious in some ways if you're a very devout Catholic, but I think it was fascinating. I had never cared to know how the Pope was chosen. And so this was very interesting.
I remember when we were kids, there was a new Pope chosen. Yeah.
And it made me think, he's got to be getting up there. There might be another conclave soon. So, no, I mean, I don't wish him to die, but I think he's been the Pope for a while, and they're pretty old, So it's just a fascinating process, I think. It's just so interesting, like, how humanity tries to like codify the spirit of God and
like make it into laws and
and rituals.
We do our best to come up with these symbols to reflect something that we cannot understand.
Yeah.
And then to control it by saying, this is where it is, this is where it isn't, this is who gets access to it, this is who doesn't get access to it. And this is all like, that's so fake. Yeah. And so dumb.
Yeah.
And like, this book gets to the point of like, hey, if you think you know where God belongs, it doesn't belong, then you're the last person who knows where God is.
Well, I really liked what Benitez said at one point. It was something like Lamelli is like, I don't want there to be a schism in the church. That's what I'm scared of. If we can't come to a consensus, if we can't find out the will of God. And Benitez is like, maybe a schism would be the best thing for the church, because like we need to be refined, and like, there needs to be like people who are going to, if everyone is voting for the person that they believe is going to be the Pope, that is God's will, that this person is a Pope, and then you're willing to give in on that, then then what does that mean? Then it's not really God's will, because like you either believed that or you didn't. You know what I mean? And I thought that was fascinating. I really loved everything about this book. It was so good.
Oh my God. Go see the movie.
I need to go see the movie. I'm hoping to. It's so good.
And like, Zach didn't read the book. He did go see the movie with me. And I kept like looking over at him.
Yeah.
And he was like,
yeah. There are so many twists.
The big plot big plot twist at the end. He like reached over and was like grabbing my hand and like,
yes.
He was like, what?
Yes.
It's
there are just
really
so many
good.
moments that will have you gasping out loud. So very good. I can't wait to see the movie. Okay. Next book I read, last thing to talk about, is The Ministry of Time by Kellyanne Bradley.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Okay. I think you might like this. Okay. So it's a little bit of one of those that's hard to explain. So I'll get around to it, So basically, there's this woman, and she works for the British government as a linguist. She has an expertise in languages. She is recruited by the Ministry of Time to work on a special project, because they have basically discovered this mechanism that allows them to go back in time. And they have decided to experiment, like, instead of sending people back in time and just seeing what happens, they're deciding to go back in time and bring someone from the past who was about to die to the future. So they're not disrupting time. Like, they're going at the moment of what would have been their death, taking them to the future. So it's not going to have any ripple effect. And then they're studying those people to see how they, like, if there's any physical impact, mental impact, how they handle jumping in time, basically. So she is recruited as a bridge, which is like a liaison. There, every person who's brought from the past to the future has a person from the ministry in current day who's working with them to help them acclimate, answer any questions they have, get them to and from their appointments at the ministry, like just help them transition into modern day, which is obviously difficult. because she's paired with someone who is Commander Gore. He's from the 1800s, and she, you know, he doesn't know like anything about the modern day, not just like how the internet works, but also like what is the Holocaust. Like there's so many things he doesn't know, and so she's having to help him. It's a romance because they fall for each other, but it's also like very complicated because there's like someone after them. Bad things are happening. There might be like, you know, stuff's going on, you know, and also it's complicated because he's like, in my time, a woman must not be approached in a certain way. Like she's like, let's go on a date. And he's like, I must court you. So there's that complicated layer. There's like a dangerous element. There's something bad's going on. What's going to happen? Will they be able to triumph over everything? So I really like this book. This book actually apparently started out as a fan fiction, which I didn't know. It wasn't like a fan fiction. It was
fandom.
It wasn't like of a fandom. It was just of like history. I believe like this person, Commander Gore, might have actually been a real person. I'm not sure if that's like accurate, but it was like a kind of a self-insert historical sci-fi on AO3, I think. But it is very interesting. It's weird. Like, wow. I don't think it's for everyone. Honestly, I listened to the audiobook. I think I would recommend reading it instead because there are some things that's hard to follow. That at the end I was like, wait, what? Which I think would have been a little better if you were reading it or a little more clear. So I would recommend reading it, not listening to the audiobook personally. But I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was like kind of a crazy ending, ambiguous ending. If you're not okay with that, then just know that. And there was some crazy plot twists that I did not see coming, but I really liked it. I liked the romance in this a lot, but I also liked the like mysterious, like tense. There's a lot of tension, like mounting tension. But I thought the romance was nice too, because it's like, I don't know, it's like, it's not like a intense love at first sight, instant attraction. It's like over time as they're going through this experience together, like something real forms between them, despite them being from different worlds, different experiences, different cultures, like completely different people. So very interesting. I think people would like it.
That is really interesting. Yeah.
It kind of has like polarizing people's opinions. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Just know that it's definitely ambiguous and it's definitely a little weird, but you know, it's not for everyone, but I liked it.
Okay. Interesting. I might give it a shot.
Yeah, I think you might like it. I do think you would, but you have to let me know if you read it. What do you think?
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about is the ambiguous ending.
Yeah, it's yeah. It's to me, it's ambiguous because like you don't know for sure, but there's enough resolution that you can feel good about it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say without spoiling too much. But I think it was enough for me because I don't like super ambiguous, but I don't know. It's one of those where as soon as you finish it, you'll be like, Ministry of Time ending Reddit to see what everyone's saying about it. So okay, got it. Just know that. But it was enough. It was enough resolution for me that I felt like, okay, yeah, that feels good.
Cool.
Yeah, very weird.
Hey,
so.
great epi, great conversation.
Great. So yeah, see you guys. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and we'll have one more episode before the end of the year.
One more episode for the end of the year. That's it.
Yes. Yeah. Crazy.
Wow.
Time flies when you're having
a time.
Actually, no, that's not even true. I think we'll have 2 more before the end of the year. Sometimes we take some like an extended break over the holidays, so it'll depend. I guess we'll see.
Depende. We'll let you know.
Okay. Bye.
Do our gift. Do our book swap.
Yeah. Do our book. Do it.
All right. Bye.